Okay, concept and solution of the problem, mathematical modeling lesson, mathematics for mainly economics and finance, but the science students are studying this, okay. It helps for your further career. Before starting the lesson, we have to discuss some theoretical part, dear students. I will make you clear about some theoretical part. Okay, what is mathematical modeling? The process of presenting the real world problems into mathematical relationship is known as mathematical modeling or mathematical model. It is the activities through which a problem of real world can be translated into mathematics to form a model which can be used to obtain the information about the original real problems. For example, the equation, graph, pie chart, line graph, etc. are mathematical modeling. I mean, we can represent our expenses, our monthly expenses in a pie chart. That pie chart shows our expenses, your income, uh, like that. So we can express the real world problems into mathematical relationship. Maybe your expenses will be more in education, that the pie chart shows that this is for education, that we understand that your expense is more in education, so your hours or the real life problems are changed, converted, expressed in terms of mathematical model. That's why it is called mathematical modeling, or this process is called mathematical modeling. So types of modeling, that physical modeling and abstract modeling. Physical modeling means suppose fashion model, designing of building, that is physical modeling. Then abstract modeling is relationship between price and quantity, age and sex, such a relationship while expressing mathematical model is called abstract modeling, dear students. Now moving to the next, we have to express types of abstract modeling, deterministic and stochastic. Two models are there. In this model, the outcome can be determined exactly when all the inputs are given. For example, if P the price of a biscuit and Q is the number of biscuits, that is the quantity demand, then an equation Q equal 150 minus 5 will describe how the number of biscuits demanded depends on the price of a biscuit. With this modular equation, given the price and demand can be calculated. So here it is exactly determined. And we can find here what's the price and what's the quantity demand. Stochastic, in this model the outcomes are determined with a certain probability that not exactly fixed. We can predict, that is stochastic. For example, the probability turning of the six faces in a die is 1 by 6, or like that. This is predictable, this is directly determined. These two are the abstract modeling, their students. Now it is very important topic about demand function. What is the demand function? You know, in general meaning that demand. Yes, I have this demand, or that I have that demand. So there are several variables, but we have to discuss in terms of business, manufacturing, some production and supply, like that. We have to focus the demand in that sense. Okay. Anyway, there are several variables that influence the demand for a good. These variables may be quantity demanded, price, income of the consumer, price of the complementary goods, label or advertising. These are barriers, what's the that variables that depends on the demand. So while keeping all these variable constant except price, the demand function is the function of price. Other variable, all means all other variables are constant. If we suppose all are constant, and the demand function is the function of price, so the function is defined by q equal f of p. You are known about the function. Now is known as the demand function. Yes, quantity demand is expressed in terms of pies. This is demand function. The demand function q equal to f of p is also known as laws, that is LAWS, dear students. This is LAWS, laws of the demand. Okay. Now for example, q equal 8 minus 4p is the demand function. As price changes, the demand will change. प्राइस को चेन्ज अनुसार डिमान्ड पनि परिवर्तन हुन्छ भनेर हामीले एउटा फंक्सन लियौं. Now, according to the basic economics hypothesis, there is a negative relationship is quantity demand and the price बढ्यो भने डिमान्ड गर्छ भन्ने एउटा इकोनोमिक्समा हाइपोथेसिस छ. हामी यसलाई graphically we can express as below. Here I have expressed in two figures, dear students. Suppose Q equal 8 minus 4p, that Q equal to minus 4p plus 8. तपाईहरु साइन्स पढेको स्टुडेन्ट y equal to mx plus c slope intercept form को रूपमा एक्सप्रेस छ भनेर बुझ्दा पनि हुन्छ. That can be. And in vertical quantity in the horizontal the price is expressed, and this equation shows in this way. Here in 2 comma 0, here 0 comma 8 the line what this is the x-axis, you know that it's y-axis, and this is the origin. And the same function can be expressed in this way: price in vertical axis, quantity in horizontal axis. P equal 8 minus q divide 4, or p equal 2 minus 0.25 q. This is the price in terms of price, this is in terms of quantity, that is expressed. So here q equal 8 minus 4p is the first figure. Yes, I have shown here, where q is plotted on the vertical axis, then q is plotted on the horizontal axis. Then the inverse demand function p equal to f inverse q, the inverse demand function p equal to 2 minus 0.25 q. In terms of p, in terms of q, in vertical, horizontal, this is one kind of graph. We will make it clear from the problems as well. Now we have to move to the equation of demand function, my dear students. Equation of demand function. The demand function p equal to f of q can be modeled by the linear function p equal to a minus bq. I have expressed you that. The price, yes, equal a minus b times q, where a and b are positive constants, and comparing with the general equation of the straight line y equal to mx plus c, slope is minus b and constant is a. You are familiar with this equation. So comparing with this, we will get the slope is b. Here from the graph itself you will get that the slope is negative. Yes, here a is greater than 0, the vertical intercept of demand function is positive. Yes, if a is positive, then minus b is 0, that minus b means 0, then less. The slope demand function is negative. Slope demand function is negative. The negative slope indicates the price drops by b unit for its unit increase the quantity. So when p equal to 0, if price is 0, the quantity will be here a by b. Here you will get a over b in this point, and when q equal to 0, the price will be a. So in this way the equation of the demand function can be expressed. Now the next part is about supply function, dear student. There is a relation between price and the supply. Supply is the total amount of certain good or service that is available to the consumers. There are several variables in supply also that that will impact, okay, input of the cost, price of other goods, number of producers in the market, available technology. These are the other variables that will impact the supply function. But while keeping other variable constant, we are supposing that the quantity supplied q by the manufacturer depends upon the price. Here also the quantity depends upon the price. That will suppose about supply condition. Other constant variables are remains constant, keeping constant. The function defined q equal to f of p is known as the supply function. Quantity of supply equal to f of function of p. It is known as law of supply. Now dear students, for example, we can study that to supply of a good x may be given by the linear equation q equal to 10 plus 2p. It can be expressed in q quantity equal to 10 plus 2p. This describes the law of supply. According to the basic economics hypothesis that I have already mentioned, there is a positive relationship. What's the demand and price relation? That is the negative relationship. But supply and price and supply, that is the positive relationship economics hypothesis. That quantity supplied and price, it means when the price of good increases, the quantity supplied would also increases. All other variable remains constant. At that condition, we are supposing that is constant, others are constant. The function can also be written as we can express this in this way that I have already mentioned in the inverse way, which is also known as inverse supply function. And in sum both are supply function, either this or that, both are supply function, no doubt about that function. One will be vertical axis, another will be horizontal, then quantity that supply and the price in vertical or horizontal vertical. That is the inverse way that while finding the inverse function, we'll interchange the coefficient of x and y, and we can find. In that way you have to understand about the supply function. Now moving to equation of supply function, dear students, the supply function can be modeled by P equal to C plus dq. In previous demand function, we have supposed P equal to A minus BQ. But here supply function we can model by P equals C plus dq. C and D are the positive constants. Yeah. C and D have the following meanings. C greater than 0, vertical intercept is positive. C is greater than 0, vertical axis is positive, you can see here. And D greater than 0, so the slope of supply function is positive, it goes up. Price increases by D units for every unit increase in the quantity supplied. When P equal to 0, Q equal to minus C by D. Price is 0, then Q will be minus C over D at this point. And when quantity is 0, P equal to C at this point. From here, a minus quantity is not meaningful economically. That's why many economists illustrate the supply function in the first quadrant. They will express in this quadrant only. Yes. So yeah, we have to consider this as a equation of the supply function. Now, about the cost, dear students, what's about the cost? Yeah, the amount of money that needed for the manufacturing company, we are discussing in terms of a company, manufacturing company, business, house, like that way. That's why in that sense, the amount of money that need to be manufacturing company to purchase the input, including labor, is in order to purchase the goods and then to sell in the market, is known as cost. सबै हाम्रो के हो, मूल्य हो. And there are two types, mainly two types, then there some is a third types if we express, that is fixed cost. तपाईं fixed cost हेर्नुहोस्, a fixed cost is the cost that does not change with an increase or decrease in amount of goods or service produced or sold. For example, building and machine. तपाईं एउटा आइसक्रिम, सामान्यतया तपाईं एउटा आइसक्रिम पसल सञ्चालन गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ, एउटा कोठा भाडामा लिनुभयो. अब तपाईं एउटा फ्रिज, डिफ्रिज किन्नुहुन्छ, द्याट इज फिक्स्ड कस्ट. त्यो डिफ्रिज किनिसकेपछि तपाईं आइसक्रिम आज कति 100 वटा बेच्नुहुन्छ, भोलि कति बेच्नुहुन्छ, त्यसले त्यो फिक्स्ड कस्टमा चेन्ज आउँदैन. एउटा डिफ्रिज छँदैछ तपाईको फिक्स्ड कस्ट. बट तपाईं आइसक्रिम कति पर्चेज गरेर ल्याउनुहुन्छ, कति सेल गर्नुहुन्छ आज, त्यो अदर कस्ट भनेको चाहिँ भेरिएबल कस्ट हो. तपाईको आज 100 वटा आइसक्रिमको कोन बेच्नुभयो, भोलि 150 बेच्नु होला, द्याट डिपेन्ड्स. बट the difference remains the constant, that is fixed cost, already fixed भइसकेको cost. मेसिन, बिल्डिङ्सहरुमा लगानी भएको कस्टलाई हामी चाहिँ फिक्स्ड कस्टको रूपमा बुझ्छौं. Then variable cost, the cost depending upon the number of goods produced is known as a variable cost. Number of good produced हैन. For example, material, labor. यो manufacturing company को रूपमा हेर्यौं भने that's the materialsहरु. अब तपाईले प्रोडक्ट गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ चाउचाउ, द्याट्स द चाउचाउ प्रोडक्ट गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ भने पिठो चाहियो हैन, अनि कामदारहरु चाहियो. त्यो चाहिँ तपाई धेरै चाउचाउ उत्पादन गर्नुहुन्छ भने धेरै चाहिन्छ, थोरै लिमिटेड गर्नुहुन्छ भने थोरै चाहिन्छ. द्याट इज द भेरिएबल कस्ट. तर चाउचाउ प्रोडक्ट गर्ने मेसिन, बिल्डिङ्सहरु तपाई जुन निर्माण गर्नुहुन्छ, द्याट इज फिक्स्ड कस्ट, अलरेडी फिक्स भइसकेको हुन्छ. And the total cost is the sum of fixed cost and variable cost, known as total cost. तपाईं बुझ्नुहुन्छ, total cost is fixed cost plus variable cost. Total cost is, suppose 10,000 is fixed cost and 500 times quantity is the variable cost. Quantity कति बनाउँछ, एउटा क्वान्टिटी तयार गर्न 500 रुपैयाँ लाग्छ. The meaning is that, and variable cost is 500. So the total cost depend upon the quantity produced. Yeah, quantity produced. The function is total cost, TC is equal to f of q, is known as the cost function, dear students. Now, if we observe is graphically the variable cost, total cost, and Here this is fixed cost, and this is variable cost. If you produce little one, the cost may be less, but if you produce more, then the variable cost will increase. But the fixed cost always remains the same. This is the relation, and whole this graph, this shaded part shows the total cost. Fixed cost plus variable cost equal total cost. Yeah. Now about total revenue, dear students, about total revenue. What is total revenue? That's the income. The amount of money obtained by selling all the outputs produced by the manufacturing company is known as total revenue. आम्दानी कति हो त? कति आउटपुट्स दियो, प्रोडक्टहरु निकालेर सेल गरियो, त्योबाट इन्कम हुनलाई टोटल रेभेन्यू भन्छ, टीआर equal PQ, where P price unit output and Q quantity produced. Since the total revenue depends upon the total output, so it can be expressed TR equal F of Q. Your TR equal PQ means that is the price and the quantity. कति प्राइस मा सेल गर्न सक्यो र कति क्वान्टिटी सेल गर्यो त्यो भनेको कम्पनीको टोटल रेभेन्यू हो. That's the meaning of this. And about the profit, dear students, if TC is the total cost, TR is the total revenue. Cost कति लाग्यो, that's the revenue, कति income generate गर्यो, then the profit is denoted by pi. यहाँ हामी चाहिँ mathematically pi अर्कै सेन्समा युज गर्छौं. Here the pi function is denoted by profit function, and profit pi equal to TR minus TC. You know, total revenue minus total cost. This is simple when TR is greater than TC. कति आम्दानी छ कर कति खर्च लागेछ, that is profit. Well, TR equal to TC. If TR equal to TC, the profit is 0. This condition is break even point. You note down garnu hola. Break even points mean neither profit nor loss, equal, both equal, that is break even point in economics. And profit pi depends upon the quantity produced and sold, so pi is the function of quantity and known as the profit function. Okay, now the first question, dear students, it is very easy question. Before the solution, let me highlight the question. The cost function of a product CQ, C of Q equal 40,000 plus 36Q, where Q is output and CQ is the total cost of producing Q units of the product. And in first number I find C1250, that you know the function. Yes, putting the quantity as 1250, you will find that answer. And in second number, what is the total cost when quantity is 0? Name the cost of this type. Very interesting question, dear students. Here we have given the function is CQ equal 40,000 plus 36Q. Yeah, then C1250, you know the value of function is 40,000 plus 36 times 1250. Then by the calculation we have to multiply this and we have to add this. We can find 85,000, that is the value of this in the first case. And in the second case, dear students, when the quantity produced is 0, then what is the cost function? C0 equal 40,000 plus 36 times 0 equal 40,000 only. Then we have already studied total cost is fixed cost plus variable cost. We have studied this. So this cost only, that is 40,000 only. If the quantity produced is 0, that this is called, this is therefore the cost 40,000 is the fixed cost. In this way we can solve this question. Now, moving to the next question, dear students. Solution. Before starting the solution, let me highlight the question. In manufacturing a product, a firm incurs a fixed cost. This, oh, already mentioned, this is fixed cost. And the variable cost per unit of a product is RS5. Find the total cost of a function. Find the total cost when the number is produced is 20,000. This is also very easy question. Here, dear students, the fixed cost that is supposed by FC in short form is RS 1 lakh. Yes, variable cost, variable cost per unit product, per unit of a product equal to RS 5. Now we have to suppose let Q be the quantity of the product. Q be the quantity of the product. Quantity of the product. Q is the quantity of the product. The cost for each Q is RS5. Now in the first, what do we have mentioned? Find the total cost function. The total cost function. Okay, that's CQ. I have supposed CQ equal 1 lakh plus 5Q. This is fixed cost, this is variable cost. I have expressed in this way. And second case, dear students, find the total cost when the number of items produced 20,000. When the items, or that is quantity, equal 20,000, then the total cost that can be expressed C 20,000 equal, you know that 1 lakh plus 5 times 20,000, 1 lakh and 1 lakh, it will be in total 2 lakhs. In this way we can find the solution for this question, dear students. Okay, now moving to the next part, dear students. Yeah, here we can see the question, solution of the question. Before the solution, let me highlight the given or the details of the question, dear students. The manufacturer product of firm invest 22,500. Here I have written this fixed cost because regardless the number of item produced. That's why the investment earlier without not for the item produced. That's why it is called fixed cost. In addition, each item produced cost RS 28. Each item produced cost, that is variable cost. Items are sold at RS 35, is selling price. In this case, find the total cost function, total revenue function, and a profit function in first case. And in the second case, the total cost, total revenue, and profit if 3,000 items are produced and sold. So we have to solve this question, dear student. We have to solve this systematically here. Fixed cost that is supposed by short form in FC RS 22,500. Variable cost that is BC equal RS 28, and selling price per unit good. Now, what is the total cost function? First number, total cost function, that is total cost, that is suppose by CQ, that is CQ equal, this is fixed cost plus 28Q, where Q equal output, or also it can be expressed, or it can be expressed in terms of X also. It can be expressed Cx equal 22,500, that 28x, where Ex equal output. You have to mention this. It can be expressed in this way. I have supposed this. And the second part, first part is total cost function, total revenue. Now total revenue equal, that is 35Q, total revenue. Yes, that is 35. The total revenue function is a revenue of Q equal 35Q. Also you can express, there is no difference. Now third part of first profit function. What is pi? Profit pi function equal TR minus TC equal, what is total revenue? Total revenue is 35Q minus TC, total cost is 22,500 and also minus 28. And so profit pi equal 35 minus 20 is 7Q. Yeah, 7Q minus 22,500. This is profit function. First part is completed. And moving to second part, dear students, moving to second part, what is in second part? Total cost. What is total cost? Here the produce item, you can see 3,000. Yeah, here the produce item, produced items equal 3,000. Then if the produced item is 3,000, then what is the total cost? Total cost is this. Yes, C3000 equal 22,500 plus 28 times 3,000 equal total cost. Therefore total cost equal, the product is 106500 by calculation. Okay, 106500 from this solution, from this condition I have calculated. And total revenue equal 35 times 3,000 equal Rs 105,000. And the profit pi equal TR minus TC equal, total revenue is what? Rs 105,000 minus total cost is what? Rs 106,500 it is less than that. A coil minus RS 1500. Therefore loss equal RS 1500. This way we can find the solution of that question. Okay, dear students, the next question I have taken from 4C, that 4C. In launching a new item, a manufacturer finds that the production cost associated with the item is this production cost, fixed cost, this is variable cost, this is fixed cost. Each item is sold at this selling price. That in previous questions also we are familiar with this terminology. And find the cost function, revenue function, profit function as mentioned earlier. How many items should the manufacturer produce and sells? Yes, to make RS 22,000 profit each year. How much does the manufacturer gain or loss if these items are produced and sold? And finally find the quantity of items that are to be produced in order to make no loss and no gain. That means break even point. I have explained earlier. We have to find this solution, dear students. Let me highlight a fixed cost that FC equal RS 48,000. No doubt it is 48,000. And variable cost that is variable cost equal to RS 25. And selling price okay, no symbol. Selling price equal RS 45 or anything you can suppose. And if I suppose here let X be the, in terms of X I have expressed this, or we can use quantity also, no doubt we can use quantity. X be the quantity produced, that is your choice. Then this can be Q also. First part is cost function, C of X equal fixed cost plus variable cost. Yes. And the revenue function, R of X equal 45X. And the profit function, pi equal Rx minus Cx, 45x minus 48,000 minus 25x. That's why it is 20x minus 48,000. You have to remember this. First part is completed. Now dear students, first part is completed. And about the second part I will make you clear. I will drop this, no doubt. The second part is, what's the second part? Yes, the second part is how many items should the manufacturer produce and sell to make RS profit. We have given profit here. Profit is given 22,000, and now 1 pi equal to this 22,000 is 20x minus 48,000. In this function I keep the value. From this calculation we can solve. You can send the and you can calculate. X equal 3500. This much items should be produced to make this much profit. And third number, and if the items produce this gain or loss, we have to find. So we know pi equal 20x minus 4800. When x equal 3450, then you can find 20 into 3450 minus 48000. In here we will get 21,000. This is gain or profit, because this is positive value. The profit is this. This is also done. Now finally the last part, dear students, last question, that is about IB number question. What's the break-even point? Break-even points mean total cost equal total revenue. Total cost is what? Total cost is 48,000 plus 25x. Okay, dear students, we have to continue the problem. This is question number 5. The solution goes like this. Before the solution, let me highlight the question. The demand function of a good is P equal to 80 minus 0.2 Q. What are the slope and intercept? Interpret them. What quantity of good will be demanded at price P equal to 45? What price will the demand be 60? Graph the demand function this and express the demand function in the form of Q equal to FFP and graph it. So we have 5 questions. Now about the slope, dear students, first part is about slope and intercept. First is slope and intercept. Here we have given P equal 80 minus 0.2 cube and comparing with y equal mx plus c, slope m equal minus 0.2 and y-intercept equal to 80. This is our natural practice. And but here in this way also we can find, no doubt, but in this economics and this mathematics, in this part, financing part, we have to find that the slope is del p by del q. That is this, yeah, coefficient of q, yeah, that is minus 0.2. So minus 0.2 means decrease of 0.2 units in price brings a unit increase in quantity. A unit increase in quantity. And the second part about intercept, when quantity equal to 0, then P equal to 80, which is the vertical intercept, like this, which is the vertical intercept Yes, this is the first part. And dear students, A is solved. Now I have to solve B here. I have to solve B here. What quantity of good will be demanded at the price P equal to 45? When P equal 45, then put the value in the given function. P equal 80 minus 0.2 Q provides 45 equal 80 minus 0.2 Q. You know the solving way, dear students. You can see that, and you can see that, and you will get quantity equal 175 by the calculation. This is part B. A done, B done. Now I have to solve the next part, dear students. Next part about C. At what price will the demand be 60? Demand is cube. When Q equals 60, then P equal 80 minus 0.2 times 60 equal, it's a 12, 80 minus 12, 68. You have to conclude this. And graph the demand function P equal to 80 minus 0.2 Q. So let me drop this part also. How to graph this function? It's a not tough part. First of all, D number, graph the demand function P equal 80 minus 0.2 Q. So firstly, we can take x-axis, x-axis, y-axis, 0 origin. So dear students, first vertical, this is price, this is quantity demand. So you can put the scale over here, and first, if Q is 0, if in x-axis that the quantity demand Q is given, price P is in y-axis given. So if Q is 0, P is 80, there may be 80. And if P is 0, then what will be the Q? Yes, if P is 0, 0.2 Q equal 80, and Q equal 80 divide 0.2. If you find this much only, also you can draw the graph. 80 divide by 0.2, 400. So here will be 400. Yes, 400. So draw this graph, dear students. Similar graph. This is not the exact, this is rough sketch. Anyway, you understand that. Find P equal 0 and Q equal 0 and show this in the graph. Now the next question, dear student, that is E number question. Express the demand function in the form of Q equal to F of P. It's not difficult. Yes, we can express P equal 80 minus 0.2 cube. Interchange and solve this, that 0.2 Q equal 80 minus P. Q equal 80 divided 0.2 is 400 minus 1 over 1 divide 0.2 equal to 5P.
this is the function q equal f of p. Yes, in terms of p we have defined this function. Now the graph. What's the difference in this graph and this graph? That in vertical axis, here will be quantity, here will be price. Yeah, xy. So p is 0. When p is 0, key is 400. Here will be 400, here will be 80. The function will be like this. This is 400, this is 80. In this way you can draw this graph. Our 6 number question, dear students. Solution. Before the solution, let me read out the question. When the price per unit of an item is 350, 240 items are demanded. But when the price per unit reduced to 270, its items demanded are 400. Obtain the demand equation assuming it to be linear in the form of P equal F of Q. Find the price per unit when the demand is 580. What would be the demand if the price per unit item is 360? Yes. Now the solution. First of all, we have to develop the linear equation assuming in terms of pi equal to F of Q. Solution. Here the demand function B P equal A minus BQ. I have supposed this first equation is in terms of P, yeah, F of Q in terms of that. And second part, dear students, black is okay. We have given when price is 350, quantity equal 240, so the equation becomes 350 equal A minus 240B. This is equation second. Value of Q and P we have substituted here. And when 270 and 400, price is 270, the quantity demand is increased to 400, so the equation becomes 270 equal A minus 400B. This is equation third. Now second equation minus third, what we obtain? 350 minus A equal A minus 240B, 270 equal A minus 400B, minus this plus, oh sorry, this cancel, this is not, and this will be 80 equal 160B, therefore B equal 0.5. 80 by 160 is that. Substitute the value of B. Substitute the value of B in equation first, that is 350, equation second, 350 equal A minus 240 times 0.5, it is 120, and adding this we obtain A equal to 470. Yeah. Now P equal A minus BQ becomes P equal, what is A? 470 minus B is what? 0.5Q, which is the demand equation which is the demand equation in the form of P equal F of Q. The first part is completed. Now, second part here I have to solve, dear students. II part. Yeah. II part is find the price per unit when the demand is 580. It is not of when demand quantity of demand is 580, then P equal what? We have P equal 470 minus 0.5 Q, this function. Equal 470 minus 0.5 times 580 equal 180. Price should be RS 180. This is for this solution. And now what would be the demand if the price per unit item is this? Third number case, I think you now understand. When P equal 360, Q equal what? That P in the same equation, P is 360 equal 470 minus 0.5 Q, and by solving we will get Q equal 220 units. This way we can solve 6th number question. Now the next question, dear students, solution. Before the solution, let me read out the question. Assume that the supply function P equals C plus DQ. This is supply function. When the price per unit of the product is RS60, quantity supplied is 400. But when the price per unit increases to RS80, the quantity supply increases to 600. The relation between supply and price is in decreasing or increasing in same. That is proportional, directly proportional. Find the value of C and D. I'll also find the relation between P and Q. We have to solve this question. Here we have given the equation is P equals C plus DQ. Yeah, we have given the case first. When P equal RS60, price RS60, then the quantity demand equal 400. So equation becomes, this equation becomes 60 equals C plus 400 D, suppose by 1. And our case second is when price equal RS 80, dear students, then Q equals 600. Yeah, so the equation becomes 80 equal C plus 600D. And now equation second minus first, this minus this, 80 equals C plus 600D, 60 equals C plus 400D. Subtract, this is 20 equal 200D, therefore D equal 0.1, 20 by 200 is that. substitute the value of d in first equation, dear students. 60 equals c plus 400 times 0.1. Therefore c equal 20 by calculation. Finally, the demand, the function, the relation between P and Q is P equal 20 plus 0.1 Q. This is the solution for this question. Okay, the last question is the slope of demand function P equal to f of Q is minus 0.2. B is 0.2 minus B is minus 0.2. When the price of calculator is this, price is this, quantity demand is this, find the demand equation. We have to find the demand equation, dear students. Solution. Here P equal f of Q. Yeah. Slope equal minus 0.2, that is B is 0.2, and price P equal RS 560 and quantity demand is 800. We know P equal A minus B cube. When price is 560 minus 0.2 times quantity is 800, or 560 equal A minus this is 160. Therefore A equal, adding this, 720. Now the demand equation